In the war in Syria, the momentum has shifted. Government forces have made significant advances in recent weeks in what appears to be a new strategy to surround the rebels. After days of fighting, the army pushed opposition fighters out of a number of suburbs close to the capital Damascus, effectively eliminating the rebels' ability to strike the regime in its heartland. Shortly after that, more fighting close to the Lebanese border gave President Assad's troops an advantage in Qalamun Mountains, an area that was in rebel hands for most of the war and on which they depended for smuggling weapons. The army has also advanced on rebel strongholds in the north, recapturing several towns around Aleppo and regaining access to previously besieged bases and supply routes. The government's recent strategy has been steadily reversing expansive gains made by the rebels last year and has exposed just how vulnerable they are. Several factors have contributed to this. The main one is the strong support the army has received from Shia fighters from Lebanon and Iraq, as well as the disunity among the different rebel factions, with growing fighting between the Western-backed Free Syrian Army and fighters linked to al-Qaeda. Many analysts also cite U.S. policy, which has backtracked on striking the regime after a deal was reached with Russia on Syria's chemical weapons. Gone are the days of debating the possibility of a no-fly zone and aerial support for the rebels. The international community is now focused on how to destroy Assad's stockpile of chemical weapons. It's a complicated process, and no country has so far volunteered to host the neutralization process of these chemicals. In the meantime, that's all good news for President Assad, whose forces continue to regain territory, meaning that if and when peace negotiations take place in Geneva, he would be in a position of strength, not weakness. Rawya, Rageh, Al Jazeera.